heard the phrase, "Women don't need feminism anymore." Although there are many people who think this is true, it simply isn't. In spite of the massive strides made by women over the last century, females are still victimized by inequality every day. This inequality is manifested in obstacles and prejudices that we all must face, sometimes without even realizing it. We find these in the workplace, in society, and in ourselves. As women in the 21st century, we stand on the shoulders of the activists who came before us. But will the next generation of women stand on our shoulders, or are we failing to make improvements to our condition? In 1970, women made on average 59 cents per dollar that a man earned. In 2010, we'd increased that to 77 cents per dollar. As activist Marlo Thomas joked, 40 years and 18 cents. A dozen eggs has gone up 10 times that amount. All kidding aside, the fact that decades of protests and progress yielded such small gains speaks volumes about the stalled state of the feminist revolution. We need to work much harder if we intend to achieve true equality. In the workplace, many women are discriminated against every single day. Whether this discrimination comes in the form of sexual harassment, lack of promotion, or the wage gap, it is incessant. And although women are, according to U.S. News, more likely to graduate college than men, they earn much less money, even at entry-level jobs. By the same token, women have to prove themselves infinitely more than men do in order to make it far in an increasingly competitive workplace. As a 2011 McKinsey report noted, why are men promoted based on potential while women are promoted based on past accomplishments? But work is not the only place where women face discrimination. Recently, my father brought home a documentary by Olympic cyclist Catherine Bertine. Throughout the film, she exposed the various roadblocks that women in this sport face. Female cyclists, even those on the level of Bertine herself, have no base salary, and because of this, they must maintain a full-time job while training in their spare time. Their male counterparts, however, get paid enough to train full-time. Women's sports in general do not get the same amount of press coverage or sponsorships as men's do, and because of this, often the only women you will see on national sports coverage are the ornamental ones, leading cheers or passing out trophies. To find more ways in which women are treated unequally in our society, we need only look at pop culture. When my mother and I went to watch the film Suffragette, we noticed that the names of all of the writers, directors, producers, and such were female, and it struck us that that is very rare. It turns out that in 2010, women accounted for only 15% of writers, 17% of executive producers, and 4% of cinematographers working on the top 250 grossing films. How will the media's view of women, which impacts our view more than we may think, ever improve if the vast majority is presented by males, leaving out the female perspective almost entirely? All of this compounds into one giant societal stumbling block that women must surmount in order to be successful. As women, we are obstructed by stumbling blocks that exist in ourselves. Because society has made us afraid to raise our hands and step forward, we remain quiet and obedient. As Sheryl Sandberg put it, we hold ourselves back by lacking in self-confidence and by pulling back when we should be leaning in. We bow to the cues that society gives us, the messages that say that it is wrong to want to be powerful, that we must not speak out or be aggressive. We lower our expectations of ourselves, and this has to stop. The only way these internal barriers can be broken down is if we take them down ourselves. We need to stop letting ourselves fall into society's expectations before it is too late, and we leave the world in the exact same state as when we arrived. Thanks to the hard work of organizations like the AAUW, it is easier than ever to improve women's standing in society. Now, please understand that American women are among the luckiest in the world for possessing the rights that we do have. But just because things could be worse does not mean we should stop trying to make them better. The dictionary definition of gender inequality states that it arises from differences in socially constructed gender norms, as well as biologically through brain structure and hormonal differences. Undeniably, men and women are biologically different, but there is no reason that this should translate into economic and social inferiority. This illusion of inferiority stems solely from social constructs that have no place in 21st century America. So yes, we do still need feminism to improve our place in this world. We need it in order to change our treatment in the workplace, our treatment by society, and our treatment by ourselves. Thank you.